Here I have my journals. I'm going to tell you what they are, and then we're going to do some journaling together and give you some journal inspiration. And everything that I'm journaling is very beginner friendly. Some of these pages are kind of ugly, if I'm being honest. I'm very not necessarily new to journaling. I'm getting back into journaling. I have a YouTube short of me showing my journal ecosystem, but we're just gonna go over it a little bit again. I have 4 journals here. My first one, this one, is just like a junk journal. It's full of random scraps and stuff. Just receipts in here. I'm not gonna show you how I junk journal. I just kind of just throw stuff in there. And I think junk journaling, like, it's really just up to you how you do it. Now let's move on to my media journal. Julia's media journal. This is for any media I consume, books, films, TV shows, if I really like a song, music, whatever. Here's kind of the format layout of what I do. Now join me as I make my spread for the Hunger Games and for the drama. I'm trying to do a voiceover for this, but I'm using the microphone for my camera on my computer, so the sound's a little weird because it's not connecting properly. But here I printed out a photo of the book and movie I'm doing my spreads on. I used this little printer that I'll show you later on. Also, somehow I printed the photo not in English. Um, I don't know how I didn't notice that, but whatever. I cut out some letters because I don't have any letter stickers. I only have one pack and I need more of them. For the basis of this page, I put who the director was and the stars, and then my own personal rating, which I gave this 5 stars because I really loved this movie. Then I'll add like the genre, the release date, my thoughts, and quotes. And then I highlighted it all in some orange to symbolize the ending when Emma's wearing the orange jacket. And then for books, I basically do the same thing, but I'll add like how many pages were in the book and when I finished reading it. And here I'm doing the Hunger Games, but that's like my little layout for when I do film and book reviews. I also started a new little overall film and book recap from the month. I typically don't actually get around to doing many film and book journal entries. So just writing down the title and like the author of the book or the film, and then I just like write my star review, 5, 2 stars, whatever, just to like highlight what I actually consumed and read to remember in the future. This is the essence of my little media journal. And then I have this journal, which I don't necessarily know what exactly to call it. It's kind of like a junk journal, kind of like a collage journal. A lot of Pinterest inspiration in this journal. Most of the journal ideas I have in here, I've seen multiple people do online. I can't come up with my own inspirational journal pages or very unique pages. So in here I have, this one's little movie tickets with movies I've watched for every year I've been alive. This one's characters that I relate to. Some really ugly pages in here that nobody's ever gonna see. Then we got like little collage type journaling pages. And the first journal page we're doing in here is a little collage of me going to the Tulip Festival to remember it. For my collage type journal spreads, I try to collect pieces to put in here, kind of like a junk journal. Like at the Tulip Festival, I collected a little brochure, which I'm cutting out. And then I had a receipt because I bought tulips, which I'm also going to use in here. Here I'm putting out a photo of me at the Tulip Festival. And this is the printer I was talking about earlier. It's like a sprocket printer, or that's what that app's called, and you just like hook it up to your phone. I will have to say it's not the best quality, but it's like really easy to print out, and I've had it for years now and it hasn't stopped working. And then I just kind of play around and set all the little things that I collected onto a page. And then I have this weird little glue tape roller, but they like run out really quickly. This is just like a pack from Amazon. And then I decided to add some little stamp hearts to the page, and that's my little tulip collage. Now, a very common journal spread is a mood board. So I made myself a little mood board. So let's make a mood board together.
Now, for a mood board, I don't know how you make one without scrolling on Pinterest. So I obviously go on Pinterest and I make a board and I save pins for my mood board, which I then will just download all those images. And then I take like a paper size template on Canva and I'll put all the photos in there. I just find Canva really easy to use. This is just to make it super easy to like print them all at once. But when I'm printing stuff, somehow I always mess up the print and it like cuts stuff off. I try so hard and every time like I fail printing, but I eventually got them all printed out. It just I think I used more ink than I needed to. I then just cut them all out and I kind of just play around with the vibe and see how I kind of want to lay them out on my journal page. And I decided to spice it up by adding some color to the back, make a little background. So I'm just using paper that I took from my mom. Then once I laid that out, I just reorganized my photos and I taped them down. But I then put mood in the center because it's a mood board. I didn't know what else to write and I thought that was cute and those are the only letter stickers that I have. I then like printed out some other little things and I found some random stickers and I added it to it and I think it turned out really cute. But I did have to fold it, but the crease in the center is fine. It still looks pretty good to me.
And the last page in this journal that we're doing together is we're doing a little miss page. I've seen this countless times on Pinterest. This is not my original idea, but it's me because I drew these out myself and I wrote my own Little Miss characters.
I actually had so much fun making this Little Miss page. I think the Little Miss characters are just so cute, and I'm kind of glad that they're like trending so that I was able to discover them. Here, I just like looked on Pinterest for Little Miss characters and I freehand drew them and colored them in. I did my best with drawing, but the characters are pretty simple to draw. And then I laid them all out I just glued them onto my page and then I realized I didn't make enough of them, so then I had to go back and draw some more. And then here I'm just writing the Little Miss character's name that I'm giving them, which is really fun. I just gotta like personalize them to me. Like I have Little Miss anger issues and Little Miss always hungry. And I think it turned out pretty good. I would say it looks just as good as the ones I see on Pinterest.
And my last journal here, which I decorated in ribbon. This is my journal for where writing just my thoughts down. That's like all the pages I've done in here. Haven't even really made a dent. I write about my day in here, my feelings when I want to. Okay, we actually journaled for once. Hopefully this gave you inspiration in some journal ideas and is giving you motivation to actually go and journal. I actually had fun journaling. I think my most favorite one is this journal where I kind of just make mood boards, do little fun, cute little journal spreads. My journal I kind of hate the most is my journal with all my thoughts, just because I'm not a big reflective person. I don't like to reflect on my past because it's just kind of painful to me. And my media journal, I would like it better if I wasn't so bad at writing and my spreads were really cute. I need to figure out how I can improve on these spreads. But yeah, that was my little journal guide inspiration. If you want more content from me, then like go check it out. And if you don't, no hard feelings. I hope you have a beautiful day and goodbye.